Remember the name Vans? Yes, this is the Vans World Cup, part of the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. Ian Walsh takes to the water, along with Yaden Nickel, Dusty Payne, and how about this? Probably one of the most charismatic, comical, he's got a great career ahead of himself in terms of stand-up comedy, is C.J. Hobgood. He's hilarious. Paul, congratulations on great success in building such a dynasty and an empire here and making everything fun. Off the wall since '66, thanks to Mr. Paul Van Doren. During the break, we saw some action. Start off with CJ.
Yeah, here we go. CJ Hobgood, a couple of sweeping cutbacks. You can see this swell kind of coming out of the north, so he's just waiting for that thing to hit the reef and stand up, and here it goes. So he drops down. There's his one section to really lay down the hammer, and he goes for a really nice under-the-hood snap, but looks like he got engulfed and did not ride out in front. So there you go. It's just a three-pointer.
When I say 36 years young, he and his brother, Damien, absolutely identical twins. It was so amazing to see identical twins surfing so many years on the tour. He is just a standout surfer, and he and his brother, welcome addition. It looks like this is going to be his final year, whether he wins pipe or not. I mean, he's number 26 in the rankings, but he could move up into a qualifying spot, but they say he's going to retire. A little miscue right there.
Wow, Ian Walsh going for a big cutback, and it looks like that trade wind starting to show its face a little bit, Dave, and he got hung up.
Not quite the waves he grew up in Western Australia, but he's a talent. Let's take a look at this, and it looks like Ian Walsh.
And there's that cutback right here. You can see that inside rail right when he caught that edge. He just couldn't get that projection back out into the flats. It was almost like hitting a batch of speed bumps there. So just a little, I think something, the wind had something to do with it there. And that's very rare to see that from Ian Walsh. He is so solid on his carve game, on his rail, but it's the start of the heat. We're going to cut him some slack.
And then you could go looking for surfing, some surf out here on the North Shore. Today you got multiple heat. Is that going to change your approach?
No, but pretty excited to get to surf out there again. It was really fun. Sunset. Wow, someone's doing cool stuff. It was fun out there. I was like to get another chance.
Any equipment change what you're riding today?
Same one. It's a 6.9. Rode it for the first time yesterday and it felt good, and just kind of, I guess I'll stick with it.
Building a little relationship with this 6.9 right now?
Yeah, it feels good.
Dane Reynolds to the quarterfinals. Stoked.
Excellent. Yeah, proud new papa, May of 2015. Partner Courtney and Dane. Dana down. Proud new papa as we take a look at action in the lineup here. And was that Yaden?
That looked like C.J. Hobgood on his backhand. Wow. Hey, Dave, did you see that during that interview? Dusty Payne just got beyond an excellent score. He went mental on that wave, so what a start for him. And again, we were just talking about him, how he really needs to make this heat. Look at that huge barrel. That's one of the biggest barrels we've seen in this contest. Big high line carve there. Just managed the big old trade winds, came back down and got another snap before this wave closed out. So, I mean, you talk about cruise control into the next round. You could see almost the sigh of relief from Dusty as he kicked out, threading the needle on the outside. And this is not like the barrels on the inside bowl at Sunset. When you get barreled on the outside, that means you're really doing something critical, because the barrels out there are twice as big. And then he, again, he finished this wave off with two strong moves. It's going to be a massive score.
Absolutely. If you're a fan of Dusty Payne, it is a roller coaster ride, and when he catches something like that, it's like, whoa! He's in there and he gets a blank that probably is not that perfect, but right, the dumpster diver.
That's right. He designed that board, and here we go, CJ.
C.J. Hobgood in the Floridian takes a big move off the top, now wrapping to the corner, and well, now we know why C.J. was the world champion. As we take a look, we're going to be playing some catch-up here. We've got guys still charging hard. They're acting like they're way behind. We got other guys now catching up. Let's take a look. First and foremost, Ian Walsh.
Well, Ian found the groove. We saw that little hiccup on his first wave. That was wild, Dave. Big floater at Sunset. You got to be kidding me. And then got the rail re-engaged and finished that wave off. Almost an excellent score there for Ian. And that's what we're used to seeing from Walshy. And out the back, Yaden Nickel. And this score has yet to drop, but it's going to be massive. Look at the wind. More out of the east today, perfect, and that is a cave. Unbelievable pit from Yaden Nickel. And we have ourselves a crazy heat here. 9.57 from Dusty. Big score from Ian Walsh, and now Yaden. I take that back. That's the biggest barrel we've seen so far in this contest. Wow, that was massive.
And look at the size of that lip. It comes down. He finally takes a breath, and we are waiting patiently for Yaden Nichols' second wave. It's kind of in between. We're seeing surf all over the place, but we're seeing the best in the world just go to town. One more score to come through, and the judges definitely like Yaden Nichols' wave. We're waiting on judge number 1. We can tell you that 3 10s have been thrown down already. Let's take a look at this. It's kind of a closeout section. Walsh. I'm not sure why he jumped on that wave. Walsh with a 7.83. Maybe he's trying to move over to the channel. Sometimes you might catch a wave just to avoid 3 or 4 waves behind you, right? You feel like, I got to get out of the impact zone.
Well, he took off on that wave with intentions of grabbing a score. You know, it was a medium-sized wave. He had a snap before it closed out on the inside bowl, and then he just pulled the plug. So he's going to do the wash around, and it'll take him a few minutes to get back out there. But, you know, he's just trying to get himself a backup score here in the last 7 minutes.
And here we go. And it looks way out the back. CJ Hobgood. Hobgood's on a long wall ahead. And what's he going to do here? What kind of heroics? He's going to dive off and safely get out of it, get away from his board. Hobgood's got a quick paddle because there's going to be one more wave. He might have to duck underneath, but he did not bring it all the way to the inside, so not bad paddle. We are still waiting for one more score, and if it's anything less than a 10, he will not get a perfect 10. We're waiting on Yaden Nichols' score. What happened to CJ Hobgood? Well,
CJ Hobgood right there, just taking off on a wave that really stretched to the channel there. So that was, you know, I wouldn't say it was a closeout, but he was way too deep.
we got a little computer freeze here, Ross. As we take a look at now Walsh's third wave, and it was okay. He actually, like you said, he was looking for a score. A couple of nice turns.
Yeah, a little fade back to the pocket there. And yeah, I was just getting some information that our computer is just frozen a bit right now. So we'll get you up to date with scores as soon as we get that problem fixed.
Sunset Beach playing their own version of Magic Mountain. There's a lot of Magic Mountains out there to the inside. Look at this long wall, and he decides to cut his losses short there. Ian Walsh, who's coming off a really solid victory where he picked up $16,000, the second win in the HIC. And right now, it is rare because he's been so dominant in every heat. Biting time.
This is so stressful. I mean, for Dusty, he paddled for that wave a couple of minutes ago and missed it. So that was brutal for him, and now he's up against it.
Late takeoff, Surfer in white, Yaden Nichols in the third spot with priority. Here we go. He needs a 1.14. He's probably done that already. To the inside, not much of a wave here, but he's going to make the most of it. Beautiful wrap. And it's going to finish off. He's going to ride it all the way in, milk it like a farmer he is, that Western Oz guy, loves big waves. He looks at the clock and says, there's 60 seconds remaining. And here comes some bombs out the back.
I can't handle it here. You know, Dusty Payne is going to need a score. Yaden's going to obviously grab that 1.14. It wasn't a great wave, though. It's kind of mushy, so it's going to keep the score very minimal.
15 seconds remaining. And look at this. I don't know if he's going to get into it. Our Surfing Ready and Walsh not going to get into it. Dusty might get into this. We're counting down. Dusty's got to stand up. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's up. He needs a 1.76. Bottom turn. Nice wrap. Dusty Payne. Is he going to pull a rabbit out of the hat? Unbelievable finish again.
Got it, Dave. That was the craziest heat I've seen at Sunset ever. That was wild. I mean, literally within 3 seconds, he stood up on that thing and got the score he needed.
Dusty Payne giving everybody heart attacks.
Oh my gosh. I have chicken skin. I can't believe, you can imagine how relieved Dusty Payne is right now.
Did you see Ian Walsh? He was out there scrambling to get in. He knew the situation. He could not get into the wave. It doubled up. Dusty jumped on it with 4 seconds to go.
Oh.
He needs a massive score. Well, he gets a 4.13. Dusty Payne wins by 0.70. Yaden Nichols advances through. Heartbreak for Ian Walsh and CJ Hobgood. What a heat.
That's competition at Sunset Beach. That was so thrilling. Dusty Payne, again, he is going to be extremely relieved. Again, this was within 2, maybe 3 seconds he caught that wave. He needed nothing, a 1.76. Luckily for him, that thing stayed open. He got more than enough for the over a 4-point ride, and now he's through to the quarters.
He is so lucky that Ian Walsh didn't get that wave. Dusty to the inside. Unbelievable. They're going to chat it up on the beach. There's Yaden Nichols. He can't believe it.